Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. Okay, let's play maybe a couple games today. Okay, let me go to live chess, and I will send the challenge. Maybe today we can play something for 10 minutes. Okay, let's have a try. Okay, and we've got the opponent from Russia. Okay, white plays d4. Okay, so I'm gonna play d5. I'm just gonna play as usual bishop f4. And now you can see that this thing is called London opening, right? No, I mean I'm just going to play normal way. I'm just trying to develop my pieces, then make a castle, and then maybe also develop my major pieces, right? Okay, e3. Now the question is, should I try to play through c6, or maybe should I try to play, okay, let's go e6. Let's try and play e6. Bishop d3, okay, and very often I play c5 here because I played the Tarrasch defense, but here I think today I will try to play maybe bishop d6. He captures. And now if I capture with a pawn, that pawn controls important e5 square, so he cannot move knight there. I can also take it with a queen. Yeah, and I will do that. I will take it with a queen because later maybe I can play c6 and then something like e5. This is what am I going to do here in that position. Here, so knight d7. I can still play c5, but I'm more into the e5 move. Okay, let's go e5. I think it looks a little bit more attacking way. Okay, knight takes. Okay, queen takes, and c3. Okay, I don't want to play c5 that early because my pawn at the d5 is gonna be weak. Maybe not, it's not gonna be maybe like a big weakness, but I would rather keep possibility to play c6 and defend that pawn. So what else can I do? Okay, I will just make a castle maybe. Castling is always a good idea. And now how can I develop my pieces? I have to do something with my bishop. So what, bishop g4 or not? I'm just a little bit afraid of queen b3, so maybe I will go here first. And after this move I go here. It's important to move queen on the e file because queen controls the e4 square. So in that, even right now, I can play knight e4, and that knight is pretty good there. Okay, let's do that because he played h3, so I cannot develop my bishop. So I play knight e4 to, yeah, and now bishop f5, it works. Okay, queen e2, okay, so I just stick with my idea, just stick with my plan. Bishop goes here. Knight d2. So you can see that my opponent offers me an exchange. And in that position, if I capture here, of course he cannot capture bishop f5 because I captured the rook at f1. So, and I can win an exchange. Okay, but after knight d2, queen captures d2. Bishop d3, queen captures d3. I like my position, it's not bad, but I'm just thinking maybe I can play something like this, like queen g5, and create a threat to get pawn at h3, right? Because queen is gonna attack here, and now my bishop can capture at h3 later. So if he captures, for example, with a knight, I take it with a pawn, and he's in trouble a little bit. Okay, let's do that. Let's have a try. What my opponent is going to do after this move. Okay, and now you can see that this move looks like a serious threat. Of course, he can defend somehow. Okay, the question is how can he defend? I mean, maybe he can even move the king here. Yeah, this is one way. Another way I think he can do, I mean, he can capture at e4. If I capture with a pawn, he can go like bishop c2 or something. And if I capture pawn at the h3, he can capture bishop e4. And it's gonna be equal. Okay, but he decides to go here. Of course I have to take it. I will take it maybe with a pawn. And now bishop h3 is still a real threat. I think he made a mistake here. I know that, okay, he defended that pawn somehow, but now take a look. D file is mine. D3 square is mine. So I think that I can try to bring my rook. Okay, I will bring this rook, and maybe later I can go to the D3 square. And yeah, because if you see such a powerful, I mean such an important file, because this is the only open file, so this is the reason why it's so important. Yeah, and I'm just thinking, can I go rook d3? Because after rook d3, I'm just thinking maybe he's planning to capture knight e4. And if I capture the rook, he captures at g5 my queen, I capture another rook. Okay, 2 rooks for the queen. Usually it's a good deal. So I'm not afraid. Because 2 rooks usually are slightly better than the queen. And my idea is to bring another rook in the next move. Okay, what my opponent can do. If he captures, should I capture with a pawn or should I capture with the rook? If I capture with the pawn, queen goes to d2. Okay, knight goes here. I have to retreat. Of course, I have to retreat to that square, because I have to keep bishop on the diagonal. Also, later, if I want to remove that knight, I can try to push that pawn forward. But you know what, I'm just thinking that slightly better is gonna be to capture maybe with another rook. Okay, this is okay, it's not so easy. No, okay, I will just go I will just play what my intuition tells me to do. So I'll do that here. And now I was even thinking about moving my queen back. Or another idea, because I wanna, if he captures at the d3, I can capture, let's say, with a pawn. But another idea, I can also go c5. The idea is to go c4. Okay, but the question is, can he play knight e4 or not? After c5, knight e4. Yeah, I'm afraid that he can do that. Okay, so I just need to go here. Okay, now I will take it with a pawn. And now should I play c4 or not? I mean c5 with the idea c4. He plays c4 himself. And then I play b5. Or I can start with the b5 move. Okay, a3. So my opponent, okay, maybe he didn't notice that this is my idea, and I just would like to move my pawn to the c4 square. Because if I will have such a good supported pass pawn, at pretty advanced pass pawn at the d3, in the endgame it's a great power. And also another important thing, I don't want to exchange queens, because without queens he can, let's say, move the king to the d2 square and pretty easily block that pawn. But because my queen is on the board, so he should be a little bit afraid all the time. Okay, where that knight is going, to the d4 square or where? What is he trying to do? I will just go here to keep the pressure over on the diagonal. Okay, I will go here. What is he trying to do? Okay, that knight is, it's pretty annoying piece. That is true. And my bishop is kind of restricted, right? Because my pawns here are on the light squares, but I hadn't got a choice, to be honest. But my opponent played also in a pretty good way, that he also moved his pawn onto the light squares. And now I have to find the way. How can I activate that bishop? Maybe I can go something like this. Because he's definitely trying to get this pawn. So what should I do? Queen b6. Queen f4. Knight c4. Okay, nice trap. Okay, you know what, I will just go h6 to avoid any back rank checkmates. I know that it looks very passive way, but I will try. Yeah, and maybe later I can move that knight, that bishop to the e6 square. Should I sacrifice or not? Okay, I've got 2.5 minutes and I'm not sure, so I do not sacrifice. Okay, now queen is defended. King f2. Should I try to open that position or not? f5 maybe. Because bishops are better in open positions and knights are better in the closed positions. So this is the reason why I decided to open that position a little bit. Okay, he really wants to move king to the d2 to block that pawn. Can I stop it? Maybe it's not that easy, as you can see. Okay, but what can I do? How can I attack my opponent? Maybe I can try to play a5 or something like this. Okay, my opponent offers me draw. Okay, a5. Okay, I don't want to draw. I will try to win. Maybe I know that it's risky, but yeah, I would like to try to do something here still. And open that position even more. I moved my bishop here because he wanted to move the knight and force me to queen's exchange. Of course, in that position I cannot exchange queens. I mean, I cannot. It's not that good for me if I'm just trying to win. Okay, let's give him a check. Let's go here. I would like to prepare that move. Can I play it right now or not? Or is it too risky? Should I capture or should I push that pawn to the b3? No, I will just capture. Now I can attack his king from the two sides, right? But as you can see, yeah, I'm a little bit afraid that he can defend. Yeah, I think it's enough for him to play queen a1. Ah, okay, and we have got 3 times the same position. So okay, I think it was a pretty nice game. Let's try to play another one. Hello, DJ Mad Dog. Okay, now I play white. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that, but I couldn't win the previous game. But okay, let's have a try with white. Okay, you can see that we have got a Slav defense. Yeah, I usually play this e3 and knight c3 moves order because it makes impossible for black to play bishop f5, because there is like queen b3 idea. So this is because pawn at the d5 and b5 is under attack. This is why I usually play this moves order. Okay, now I can go here, I can go bishop d3, because in this line the main idea is to play e4. And it's much better for white to play e4 before you make even a castle. Bishop c2, knight f6 is not that accurate. Because of course my idea is to make a castle, b6, and bishop g5. If he goes king side, I have got extremely strong attack to the king, so now he cannot make a castle this way actually. I think that okay, this is like, okay, maybe it's not suicide, but it's close. That's close. Take a look. My attack is so strong here. G6, okay, G6. Of course, he can make a move like this. But now take a look at this. Maybe I can also take advantage of that pawn. What should I do at the moment? I can also go rook e1 and threat to capture that pawn. And then queen g6. Okay, let's create that threat. King g7, okay. And if I'm not wrong, rook e6 works. Take a look. Rook e6. He takes, I take at the g6. King h8, I remove the defender and then I checkmate him. If he doesn't capture, that knight is like, okay, he plays bishop e7, okay. So what should I do right now? Bring another rook into the action? Usually it's a good idea to bring more pieces into the attack. Okay, so I will go rook e1. Yes, hello Pretya. Yeah, but you see, sometimes it even happens, right? that even after the d4 move, you can have some active way of playing, because here you can see that my attack is pretty strong, right? I'm not sure will I checkmate my opponent, but definitely he has got a lot of trouble, a lot of problems. Okay, I'm just thinking, what should I do right now? Okay, I can move back. Okay, you can see that it's not good. Rook e7 also is kind of not such a good idea. So take a look. I can move my rook back, for example. This is a safe move and I'm up a pawn. But I've got a feeling that here maybe is something more for me. Maybe even something like knight e5. If I go knight e5, of course he still cannot capture. Okay, I know that this is a little bit risky, but I think that I will try to do that. Of course, the idea is to capture here or here. Okay, let's have a try. Yeah, that's true that I just need to agree that London is kind of boring for me also, right? I mean, no doubt that the e4 move is more active and more attacking setup, right? But it doesn't mean that after the d4 move you cannot do the same. And now take a look. Should I capture at f7 or should I capture at the g6? If I capture at the g6, of course he cannot take at the g6, or can he? No, but you know what? I think that better is to capture at f7. I think that both move works actually. And now I capture it this way. Okay, and now maybe I'm supposed to think about it a little bit later, a little bit earlier, but there's gotta be something. Okay, in the worst case, I can capture. He captures, I capture with the rook. He has to sacrifice queen. I take it with a queen. And this is win. In the worst case, bishop f6. But is there any maybe checkmate or not? If I capture queen h6, what happens? Queen h6, king f7, bishop g6, king g8. Okay, and I see that there is a checkmate, if I'm not wrong. And if he goes, okay, I think that it costs me nothing to capture this pawn. I can capture and I can calculate later what happens. I mean, I'm pretty sure that he will go king g8. Okay, but after king g8, I think bishop h7, and I win. Yes, after this move, bishop h7. If knight takes, rook g6. Now, I mean, in this world, right, two bishops, queen, and two rooks that are attacking the open king, there has to be a checkmate. So there is there is no other option, actually. And if you yeah, I think I can see the checkmate after king g8, bishop goes to h7. After king f7, bishop goes to the g6 square. Actually, if you remember, like 7 moves ago, when black made the castle, I told you that this is like suicide. And I think that now you agree with me. Okay, here, and if I'm not wrong, bishop h7 wins. I really believe in my calculation, because right now, after this move, there is rook g6, and king goes to g7 with a checkmate in the next move. No matter what black plays, is it a king h8 or... Yeah, maybe rook f6 also worked, right? Maybe it also worked. I'm pretty sure that there was like a couple ways how white can win, right? So this is what happens if you play Slav defense and you do not play it like you do not play it in the correct way, as black, of course. Okay, so I will try to find another opponent. No, I mean, I just also need to say that I really like Slav defense and I play it as black myself, but you just need to know how to play it, right? You cannot play it like some suspicious move, right? Like, yeah, like for example, this knight f6 wasn't correct, then castling also, that wasn't such a great idea. Okay, I'm just waiting for the opponent. Okay, but maybe this time no one would like to play for 10 minutes. No, got an opponent from Indonesia. Okay. d4 again. Okay, so this time I will start with my knight f6 move. Sometimes even if you play Queen's Gambit, you can start with knight f6 and then e6 and then d5. And because I play usually Queen's Gambit, so I will start with that move's order. Okay, c3. but you were right that this London is so popular this time. Okay, I just need to play d5. An opponent will go probably bishop f4 or bishop g5. Yeah, it's not as dynamic as the c4. Okay, queen c2. Okay, because he moved queen to the c2 square, and you just need to know that it looks a little bit weird here, especially if I can move my rook there, so I will play in an active way and try to open that position. I really do not like when my opponent moves something into the e5 square. So this is why I very often play bishop d6, because at least bishop controls it here. Okay, to be honest, now I'm just thinking, because usually when I play b6, I'll go with a knight d7. I'm just thinking, was it a correct move, especially if he puts the pressure over me. No, but I think he cannot get this knight. I think in the worst case I can always play. Can I play queen c7 or not? Because I have to defend that thing at the c6. I can go with my rook here. Okay, maybe I will go with my rook. Queen a7. Okay, and actually I'm in, maybe not in trouble, but, or maybe I am in trouble. Okay, I have to defend that bishop somehow. Yeah, the rook c8, I played it a little bit too fast. Maybe if I captured g3, he captures at b7. No, so I have to defend the bishop. Okay, I will maybe go with my bishop here, because okay, but still he can capture at d6 and then capture my pawn at the b6. But you see, I should remember after my opponent's last game that I'm supposed to play like in the correct opening. I cannot, it's not a good idea to test something, right? That is, okay, I will go rook b8. Because you can see that now my opponent has got like a huge initiative. Queen a5. Okay, I'm down to pawns, I have to make a castle. At least this thing is hanging. So at least my development is much better. But the question is it enough? Is the development enough for 2 pawns? Because I lost 2 pawns actually. So what are my options? Okay, I have to play it in an active way. So what? Should I capture? I have to open that position. Should I take it or not? Okay, let's take it. And then maybe something like e5. Because if I will wait or I will play like in a normal way, I think that I'm just going to lose. So I just need to play it very sharp. Okay, what my opponent can do at the moment. If he captures with the e-pawn, I'm just even thinking about the e5 move. I think that actually might work. E captures d4, e5. If he makes a castle, I push pawn forward and I play e4. If he captures, if after e5 he captures at c6, bishop captures, he captures pawn at e5. I capture at a4, he captures at d6, I capture rook b2. Okay, the more complications in that position, the better for me. Okay, what my opponent is doing, because he's thinking like, I don't know, 2 minutes at this move. I knew that this is like that might be a good idea, but is it such a great move that he has to lose that much time? If he captures with that pawn, what am I supposed to do? Maybe queen b4. Queen takes, knight takes, bishop a4, and then I play knight d3. And at least I can get one pawn back. Okay, queen b4 or not queen b4? Queen b4, take, knight takes, and there is knight c2 threat, and bishop at b5 is hanging, knight at b5 is hanging, so bishop a4, knight d3, he plays, I don't know, queen e2, I captured b2, and I'm only down one pawn, but it's the end game. So is there any other option for me? Because when you're down, you're supposed to avoid exchanges. But if I can take the pawn back, maybe it's not that bad. Because what happens? Rook b5, queen b5. Rook b8, another rook goes to b8, queen a4. Rook b2, and he can just make a castle. Or bishop at a8 is hanging. Knight b4 at the moment. He makes the castle. Okay, to be honest, I do not see anything better than this. Okay, he plays knight a3. Honestly, I didn't consider that move. I even didn't consider that he can do something like that. What are my options? I can capture, knight takes, I play knight c2. Yeah, but those are just exchanges. I can go knight c2, but then he captures with the knight rook b5. Okay, I completely missed that move. That shouldn't happen. Okay, I will move my rook into the active file. Maybe knight c2 right now would be good, because at least I can set up my rook on the second rank. If he takes here, I think that, okay, I can take bishop at b5, or I can take it back with the rook. Okay, so now, should I take if I take the bishop, he plays something like, he defends the knight, I play rook b2. Or I can take with the Yeah, I can take it with the rook at the c2. He plays, I don't know, a4. Okay, I don't like that light square bishop, so I will take it this way. Yes, you basically, Pretya, you're right that I was a little bit afraid of this and I wanted to capture at the a3. Pawn takes at a3 and I'm 2 pawns down, but opponent has got double pawns at the a file. Because right now you can see, I know that this position is very far from being perfect, but at least I'm down only 1 pawn. Okay, knight e5. Should I bring that knight or? Okay, let's bring another knight into the action. Again, he's supposed to go here and exchange my perfect rook. Because here, actually, this is chance for me. Because later I can go f6. Also, those two squares are kind of undefended. So, I mean, okay, f2 is defended, but he cannot move the rook. In some lines I can go here and capture that pawn. And take a look, that knight is completely blocked. Okay, and after this move, take a look, I capture here. This is another threat. So I have got a feeling that my opponent... Okay, can I go knight d2 or not? Knight d2, he plays rook a1. Maybe it's not that good for me. Okay, let's play this move first. But you can see that at least right now it's equal on the material. I would love to also move my another rook here. Okay, but after knight d7, bishop c6 is the opportunity for me to exchange that bishop, because knight d2 still doesn't work because rook a1. Okay, so my opponent was, yeah, definitely he made a big mistake. Okay, after this move, rook b8, if I'm not wrong, and take a look. that knight is kind of trapped. What can he do? I mean, take a look, it cannot go anywhere. That knight is kind of trapped. I know that he can go knight c7 and then rook defense here. But after knight c7, I can go knight d2. So this is the reason actually, yeah, because right now I think that I'm the side who has gotten the initiative and it's equal on the material, and I'm just going actually to take even more material. So my opponent didn't keep it simple and he tried to complicate it too much, and this is the reason why you see what happens on the board. Okay, he captures here. So what should I take first? Yeah, maybe that rook. And then he takes with his rook. And of course, you know that saying, put the pressure on the pinned piece. So this is pinned piece, so I put the pressure and he cannot actually do anything in that position. Is there any tactics that he can survive or not really? I do not see any. Remember that there is also like a back rank checkmate. I mean, his back rank is also pretty okay. I'll offer him a rematch, but yeah, definitely I think that much better idea was when I played knight c2, he's supposed to go rook c1, right? I totally agree, because now after this move, pawn takes. Okay, and take a look, I cannot actually take the bishop because of the back rank checkmate. Yeah, and in the next move white can go a4, and that bishop is very powerful piece. Also, this pass pawn is also very powerful, right? So yeah, that would be actually bad for me. Okay, so let's try to find another opponent. Opponent from Uzbekistan. Okay. What is he going to play? G6. Okay, I will go knight f3, d5. So you can see that my opponent plays Grünfeld defense. At least he tries to do that. But d5 is a little bit too early, because d5 in the Grünfeld is good when your knight is at c3. Because if pawn takes, knight takes, I play e4, knight can take at the c3. And this is pretty good for black, right? But right now it wasn't an accurate option, because I can go e4 and there is no way that he can capture. And actually that position is considered as advantage for white. h3 to stop any bishop g4 threat. Okay, c5. Can I take at the c5 or not? Because maybe I can just take this pawn. If I take at the c5, queen captures d1, king captures d1. Yeah, this is actually a good question. Can I take that pawn for free or not? Okay, let's see why not. I do not see the way. Okay, queen a5. Ah, okay, I forgot. Okay, I forgot that something at e4 is also hanging. Okay. Okay, so that was actually bad. You can see that it's pretty early in the morning in Poland, so yeah, okay. Totally forgot about this move. Yeah, and he has got now great pressure over the c3 knight. What can I do? I can go bishop b5. Bishop b5, bishop d7, exchange, knight takes. I can make a castle. Knight c3, pawn takes c3. Okay, one option. Another option, queen a. Queen a4. Queen takes, knight takes. Bishop d7. Okay, I will give him a check, but okay, that was a big mistake. I mean, the bishop e3 move, of course. I mean, yeah, maybe after c5 I just supposed to, I don't know, push that pawn to the d5 square. Okay, knight goes there. So what, castling, castle or not to castle? Yeah, I just need to move my queen out of the, move my king out of that pin. Okay, bishop is hanging, so I have to take it with the in-between move. Okay, castling. Pawn is hanging. Okay, it's equal on the material. Of course, my pawn structure is very far from being perfect. But if he takes, I don't think so that he's going to do that. Maybe I can take with my pawn and at least fix that pawn structure at least a little bit. But again, here I think that my opponent could have something more in that position. Okay, rook goes here. I know that e5 is a threat, but I think it's not a disaster for me, as long as I can play maybe rook e1. Okay, queen c7. Maybe just queen e2 or maybe queen a4 even, because queen from a4 attacks the c6 pawn. Okay, so let's try to do this, because I have to move my queen out of that pin, and also I would like to move it into the active square. And now at least I attack pawn at the c6. f6. So he tries to avoid bishop exchange, but okay. And he wants to play e5. What can I do about it? I'm just thinking, can I give him a check? He probably goes here, and maybe I can go like this. Okay, I'm not sure about it, but this looks funny. Yeah, actually it's even maybe more than a funny, because pawn at e7 is hanging. That queen there looks very annoying. So maybe the best. Okay, he moved there. Okay, that would be nice if I can somehow move my knight to the g5. What else can I do? Maybe h4, with the idea to push that pawn to the h5. Or what else can I do here? Rook d1. Yeah, but rook d1 looks like just a normal move. Doesn't create actually any damage in a black's position. Rook e2 and rook e1, because another idea, double rooks on the e file, but then he plays just e5. Okay, actually the only move that may create some problems is h4, h5. So, because chess is about creating problems to the opponent, of course, so I will try to do that. That king looks weird. This is not a common place for queen in that position at the f8. Okay, queen f7. Of course, the idea is obvious, trying to make king more safe. Of course, I'm not going to exchange, or if I exchange, king takes, I play rook b1. No, it doesn't convince me. Okay, I will go here. Put the pressure over that pawn. Okay, bishop e6, but you can see that at least right now I have got a choice. I mean, I can capture that pawn. Then he plays bishop d5 probably. But okay, this is just a free pawn. I will take it. I know that he goes bishop d5 and that maybe he can even destroy my pawn structure. But at least I'm up a pawn. So when I'm up a pawn, I can start exchanging rooks, queens and things like that. Oh, okay, I just realized that I forgot to change the title of the show, because on Friday actually I made this a webinar about pawn endgames, and I'm just going to upload it on my YouTube. So if you just want to learn something about pawn endgames, it's just 1 hour when I just explain most important ideas. So you can check it on my YouTube channel. But okay, okay, let's exchange. I'm up on the material, so I would like to exchange pieces. Okay, and now what? Rook d1, rook b1. Here or rook b1. And maybe rook goes here. Okay, I will post you my YouTube channel so you can check it. I'm just going to upload it actually today, the whole lecture about pawn endgames. Okay, f5. You can see that he creates a threat to go f4 and e4. e4 I'm not that afraid, because I can go with my piece to the d4 square. But f4 looks a little bit scary. I don't want to play rook b2 because it creates a tactical motive. And after f4 maybe I can go bishop c1, e4, knight d4. Okay, a6, so what, rook b6. Again, I don't want to go here because it creates a tactical motive, so let's go here. Maybe rook d6 in the next move looks promising. f4. Okay, I have to retreat. Of course, don't want to retreat to the d2 because there is a bishop f3. I know that he can capture at f3, pawn takes, rook d1, king g2. Okay, king goes there, but now I've got the time to do something with my bishop, and my opponent offers me a draw. Okay, I don't want to draw. I just want to play and see what is going to happen here. Maybe I'm supposed to accept it, but take a look. At least I'm up on the material. I know that I have got very bad pawn structure, but then I can go here. I can also play rook e1, make some pressure, maybe c6 in some lines. Why not? Okay, here, and rook d3. Okay, I have got a feeling that pawn at f3 is more valuable for me. So I will just go here. Okay. And now I need to figure it out what to do with my another rook. Rook d1 or rook e1. Okay, I need to speed up a little bit. Okay. And what should I do here? I'm just thinking, how can I bring my king into the action? Because without the king support, it's not gonna be easy to win. King d7, c6. Kind of small trap. Of course, king d8. Okay, I have to do something with my bishop. Okay, so let's go here. Yeah, I'm very afraid of that pawn, so I really would like to exchange it. King goes to h3, he plays h5. What is he going to do with the king? Because it looks like a Zugzwang. Now I've got 30 seconds, so I'm not sure can I win that. But at least my position looks more active. Can I win that or not? Okay, I do not see the way how can I get for that pawn. Okay, I offered a draw to my opponent. Okay, but this is a little bit too much. Okay, he win on time, but okay, it wasn't maybe a very sports. It wasn't maybe very sports way of playing. If you try to flag your opponent this way in such a drawish position. Okay, let's try to find another opponent. Yeah, I know that I could try to trick him. Honestly, I thought that he's going to accept a draw, because in that position, right, we could just move here and back. Right? So he had got like 10 seconds more. But of course, I'm supposed to be more careful because time is also part of the game. So I cannot complain. Okay, let's try to find another opponent. Okay, 10 minutes, 5 plus 5. Who is going to play next game with me? Okay, I see that maybe I will look for 3 plus 2 or something, because I see that no one wants to play 10 minutes at the moment. Okay, and 3 plus 2, I've got immediately the opponent. And finally I can play something, one of my favorite openings, which is French defense. Okay, we've got a Tarrasch line here. F6, okay, so this is, as you can see, the main line. Knight f3 castling, now bishop f4 is the move. I capture and I will play maybe line with the knight e4. Knight e2, there was a line, rook captures f3. Actually, you just need to know that this line it's a forced draw in 30 moves. Of course, if me and my opponent is going to play in a correct way. A lot of games was played this way, and bishop h7 is the move right now. I cannot take because queen d3, so I go here, knight g1, and now knight goes here. This is just the fourth line. Now he has to capture at f3, and after bishop g4 I can win the queen, right? Now he has to, the only move that he has got is to capture the d4. I take it here, rook a captures d1. And you can see that my opponent has got the rook for rook, knight and the pawn for the queen, but this is supposed to be a draw, right? Because my plan is to go here, here, and then use the c-file somehow, because those pawns are really can be very dangerous. Rook f2, okay. I didn't know that idea. First time in my life that I see that, because usually white pushes pawn to f5. But okay, let's try to do something new. What can I do after rook f2? Maybe rook c8, and then with the idea rook c4. What else? Rook f8, of course. Okay, let's play maybe rook c8. f5. He's trying to attack me with his pawns. So what, rook c4 or not? Okay, b3, I have to move my rook. c3 looks like a good choice. Because if he starts pushing e-pawn, I can always play rook e3 and stop it. The thing I just need to do is definitely I just definitely need to attack his king, because he has got this pass pawn, very strong pass pawn at the e5. So I just need to find a way how can I attack his king. Maybe rook e3, queen f4, queen e4 looks like a good choice. You also have to remember that my opponent has got, okay, this is 3+2, so this is no longer 10-minute game, so he has got only 40 seconds left. Okay, rook g2. Actually, I'm just thinking, would it be a good idea to go there? Why not? Because he could move another rook to the g1 and then attack me at g7. Now he cannot double rooks. I mean, if we are going to exchange, but probably we are going to do that. Knight e6. Should I take or not? Pawn at g7 is hanging. I can give him a perpetual check, queen e4. But I've got a feeling that there is something more for me in that position. There might be. Especially that his time is not that good. And also his king is very, very weak. Can I move it there? Knight g7, king h4. f6. Okay, but if I'm not wrong, okay, take a look. If I go here, rook g2. If I give him a check, can I give him a check or not? After king g2. Ah, okay, but after rook g2, I have got king h3. And he's in trouble. Okay, so as you can see, yeah, that's right. That is right. So you can see how good opening French defense can be, right? In this line, and my opponent actually is supposed to take a draw, right? Because you see that what happens if he tries to, if he tries to win the line that is actually very drawish. Okay, let's play maybe one game more. I have got the okay, let's play the Tarrasch defense. You can see that this is the main line. Castling, and now bishop g5 is the main move. I play d4, bishop captures f3, f6. Knight d5, knight e4. Okay, knight e4 is a little bit, unusual. He can go this way, but I think that my position is pretty good, because you see I have got the isolated pawn, but take a look, I have got extremely active pieces. I'm just going to move my rook to e8, bishop to g4, or f5. Okay, rook e8 or not, or should I develop my bishop first? Maybe bishop g4 first. I want to bring my rooks, and I have got the isolated pawn, but first of all, I'm not afraid of playing with the isolated pawn. Second thing, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can create a lot of threats on the e-file. Maybe I can even push that pawn forward, because this is a common plan when you've got the isolated pawn. Push it forward. Okay, he goes there. d3 or not d3? Maybe not right now. Maybe I will bring another rook into the action. He takes at g6. Okay, I take with that pawn. Couldn't avoid that. b3. Now I'm just still thinking about playing d3 move. He takes, I play knight d4. I can also go knight e5. Of course, with the idea to push it to the d3. Or knight b4. What happens after knight b4? Rook c4. Maybe queen b5. Okay, I kind of like this move. Hello Karmar, good morning. Nice to see you. Of course, my idea is to get this pawn. And after something like that, can I go here or not? Because if he takes, I take it here. I take it here. He takes at b7, I can take at the a2. Also, knight f3 is a threat at the moment. He's supposed to be afraid of this, I think. Knight f3. Because his king, my king is more safe in that position. Rook d2, okay, rook d2. Queen e1, king h2. Or I will just keep it simple. I told you that I'm just going to do that. Okay. That would be bad because he can check me and then he can play queen h4 and he can win. So I just need to play something that is going to stop that idea. Is it enough to play g5? Or maybe I will just move my king first. Okay, queen d5. I don't want to exchange queens because I've got the feeling that, I mean, I'm pretty sure that his king is kind of much weaker, or I can take it and play rook e2. Okay, I will take the pawn in a safe way. Okay, rook a5. Okay, he can defend. I mean, okay, I play a6 and he can just move king. Okay, at least his rook is out of the game. Rook a4. I have to activate my king as soon as I can. I saw results. Yeah, congratulations, Karmar, because I saw results and that looks really impressive. So keep playing well. Okay, a4. Okay, let me take it. Okay, he takes with the rook, so it was like a draw offer, right? You can see that in that position. We've got a rook endgame 3 against 3. Yeah, so of course this is a draw, right? Nothing else can happen, right, in that position. Yeah, so that's the thing. Okay, so I played a couple games today. Yeah, so pretty good camera. Okay, I think that it was my last game for today. Thank you very much for watching me. And what can I say? Yeah, next stream is tomorrow in the evening. So hope to see you there tomorrow. Okay, so thank you very much. Have a nice Monday and see you next time.